Right. It's been a month or more, 5-6 weeks now, since I've spoken to anyone. Probably a relief to you all. Now, as you can see, I've got the boxing Legends instead of Legends. Slight misspell by a young man trying to do an older man a favour, shall we say. My little boy, never mind. We all had to learn. God knows the LDBC are still trying to learn how to speak a coherent sentence, aren't they? So, Joshua Wilder's fizzled out to nothing, and now we've got this, which I've very much got my doubts about, Fury Wilder fight. Which, will it happen? I'm very doubtful. I know they'll probably do they can do press conferences, they can stand together face to face. Now, when I see them in the ring together, then I'll believe it. I just don't know. I don't know. Listen, if it happens and Fury's fit, my money's on Fury. If Fury's fit, my money's on Fury, because if Fury was anything, even half of what he was, you know, he will make Wilder look like Three Stooges or something. Three of them he'll look like. But I can't even break it down properly, because how do you take a fight like that seriously? I mean, he's been out the ring 3 years, you know, and I'm going to say out the ring 3 years. In my opinion, he hasn't even been back in the ring yet, because that against Safari, come on, that wasn't a fight. That was a show parade. And then when Fury got a bit fed up, he digged him a few times, and Safari went, "Oh, that's enough." It wasn't a fight. It was just a, "Hey, look, I'm back" sort of thing. He's fighting Pianeta next. Who's Pianeta? No, don't get me wrong. Max respect, the guy gets in the ring and boxes him out. But Kevin Johnson, Kingpin, KO'd him, and Kevin was well past the fighter he was. He KO'd him. I mean, Daniel Dubois is taking him on, and Fury's taking Pianeta. Now, I'm not having a go at Fury at all. I like Fury, I really do. And you know, I remember the night he beat Klitschko, and I was absolutely made up over the moon for him. And I've always been a Fury fan. I think he's a fabulous boxer, great character. The sport needs him. Pianeta. Well, what Pianeta tells you is where Fury's are. Now, there's no way you can be at that level in August and be at world level in December. You know, the best fighter I ever seen at having time off and coming back was Frank Bruno. Frank could have 12 months, 18 months off. I think he done it twice this time. Certainly 12 months. But there's a massive difference, and I was debating it with one of the LDBC goons the other day, and he was saying, Klitschko had 18 months off, whatever, 2 years. Yeah, but Klitschko lives in the gym. Klitschko still lives in the gym. Klitschko's probably in better shape now than Fury is. Fury, you know, Klitschko did not balloon up to 30 stone, take strange substances, chuck a load of ale down him, and get suicidal. Klitschko just got beat by Fury and took a break, basically, but still lived in the gym, ate right. You know, give the great minds of the world a bit of advice on how to solve things. You know, he's a completely different character. I am struggling, and I mean struggling to see how this fight can happen. Like I say, if it does, and if Fury has got anything of his old self in him that night, then it wouldn't surprise me to see him beat Wilder. I think he will beat Wilder. If it was Fury, if it was the Fury who fought Klitschko, I'd say, well, I might as well not bother turning up, because he'd just be punching thin air and probably end up throwing his own shoulder out. I don't know. You know, when I say I'm mad at Fury, I'm mad at him for a reason of that. I like Fury. I really, really like Fury. I don't want to see him get beat. When you know, if he was himself, he wouldn't get beat. Because that will annoy the hell out of me. I think, you know, if he's got any sort of doubt that he's not ready, man, don't give your name to that Wilder fella. He's leagues below you, below what you really are. He's 2 leagues below you, at least. You know you're. I don't think Tyson Fury's going to hear this video, but you know, Tyson, if this did somehow get back to you, you are 2 leagues above him, mate. And it's going to sound stupid, but I just care. I do. I think, don't give your legacy to him. I don't not want the fight to happen. I want it to happen. I just don't want it to happen in December, because I don't think Tyson's ready. Now, no one will be happy with me if he proves me wrong. If this fight does happen and he proves me wrong, I tell you, I will be looking to find him and shake his hand, because I tell you, he will go down as an absolute legend. But then again, Tyson's no fool, and if he does get in that ring, then you can pretty much bet he's seen something, but he's devised a way that he knows he can win. And let's be honest, imagine if it does happen, and if he does win, then all it will do is show Wilder up for I'm not going to call him a fraud, because he's not a fraud, but for certainly the fact that he has been fighting such weaker opposition. I mean, if Fury goes, even if Fury doesn't win, if he goes 9 rounds, well, what does that tell you about Wilder? If a man can have 3 years out and come back and not fight any opposition, because even Pianetta won't be real opposition, and get in and go 9, maybe 10 rounds with Wilder, because I don't see him catching. Something else was said to me, and I really hope this isn't true, is someone said to me, I wonder if Fury thinks he's finished and he's just copping out a payday, a payout. I'd like to think no. Tyson Fury's a proud man. He comes from a proud family and proud people. And Tyson Fury's uncle, Barty Gorman, has a reputation unrivaled in the unlicensed bare knuckle boxing, you know, world. I mean, this guy was known around the world, not just in Britain. Barty Gorman, and no true gypsy man like Tyson Fury will sell his soul like that for money. I can't see that being being the case that he thinks he's finished and he's just copping for a big payout. I mean, if that was the case, why not have a few other fights? And forgive me for saying this because I don't mean he's doing this, but dodge around Wilder, get yourself in position and fight Joshua and get a real payout. So I don't believe that he's doing it for the payout. It either won't happen, or Tyson is super confident he's spotted something that he knows he can exploit, even in his, shall we say, not tip-top condition. If I sound a little deflated here, it's because I just don't know what I want to touch on it, but I don't know. Drop your opinions yourselves. Let's see where we come, what sort of conclusion we come to. Most of all, thanks very much for listening, whoever listens. And I'll speak to you again real soon when I get back to the channel. I've not been on so much with the World Cup, and then I've had one or two other things sorting out. I've been travelling here and there. But, thanks again. Like, subscribe, or call me a dipstick. I don't mind. Take care.